Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Nails by Cash. Today I want to show you how to do a snowflake. So I have this really pretty, it's like an icy blue. It looks kind of purple. Maybe more so in the camera picking up than it actually is. But it's a very pretty icy color. So I'm going to do this on both samples that I have because I'm going to do a snowflake in white and I'm going to do a whole snowflake on one of the nails, and then on the second nail I'm going to do it in silver and I'm going to show you how to do it off of a corner. Full snowflakes are really nice, but I do find, just like in photography, you never want it right in the middle. You do want to offset it a little bit. So I'm going to paint this one, let that self-level a tiny bit, and pop it in my LED light for 60 seconds, 2 minutes if it's a UV light, and I'm going to paint my second nail. Ooh, I got a fuzzy. Do you see that? That's okay. Do you see that fuzzy there? I gotta get that off. See it? To-do. Just like with clients, sometimes that happens. Don't leave it on there, you'll have a bumpy. And if you have clients that like to pick at their nails, they're gonna pick that off and ruin that nail and come back with a broken, chipped nail. Don't leave the fuzzies. Same with bubbles. If you see an air bubble, get that air bubble out. Don't leave it. Alrighty. Give this one a cure in the light. Now I'm going to do a white snowflake first. Let's put this color away so I don't get my arm in it. So let's grab the white here. Put that down on my little board, or I'm not really sure what to call this. Maybe leave a comment and let me know what you call your little board that you put your colors on. Whether it's the stone or the plastic container things. Let me know what they're called, because I feel like in many future videos I'm going to be referring to this, and it would be nice to have the proper word. I'm going to go ahead with my striper brush, and I'm going to pick some of the color up, rotating my brush into the paint. This one I'm going to put maybe towards the upper corner. So you're going to start with a plus sign. So we're going to go straight down. And then across. And these are going to be your longer lines. Your initial plus is the main snowflake. So find where you want it, and this is going to be your guide. Now that you have your main plus sign created, we're going to go ahead and do two smaller ones about halfway in the diagonal. Pick up a little more. About halfway. There we go. And I'll plop that in there and give it a cure. Now while that's in there, I'm going to grab this very pretty sparkly silver that I like. And this is one of my thicker mud paints. I think they call them mud paints because they are thicker. They don't look like mud though, because they're pretty. Okay, wipe my brush because I'm moving on to another color. Roll that in. Now in a corner, I'm only going to be using 3, so I'm going to do my initial long one. And then I'm going to do my 2 shorter ones. This and like this. Maybe we'll put another one over here. Where do I want it? Right here, maybe. Do a smaller one. Yeah, okay. In the light it goes. And back to the white one. Okay, so now on each end, you're going to be doing a V. Now if I was doing a client, my client was sitting in my chair, these colors pretty much stay wherever I put them, so I wouldn't necessarily have to cure in between each step, and sometimes it makes it easier to blend them too. Makes you work faster as well if you can do that, but it does depend on the gel colors in which you're using, as long as they're not colors that will self-level and kind of bleed the longer that they sit there. There we go, and now for the itty bitty ones. Now you can either cure this in between your steps or you can keep going. I'm going to keep going. So on my longer ones, I'm now going to do another V where I have that space. I'm going to give that a cure because you can tell this one at the top here is starting to self-level a little bit. It's starting to round out. So let's cure that one and move on to the silver one. Let's pull this out, get this on my brush. All right, same thing on the longer ones. I'm going to do those ends with the V. All right, put that in to cure. Now for the white one, I still have a little bit of spacing with the little branches. I'll show you here. I have enough room to make little tiny ones all around here. So I'm going to do that so I can fill in that space. So less paint on my brush. I just want little tiny ones. This will give it a nice full snowflake. There. Give that a cure. Back to my silver one. And I'm going to do the big one here. Now what I do usually when I'm on a client's nails, I do the same side. So I just keep going. And then I can rotate my brush when I get to the other side. And these are just all things, the more you do someone's nails, the more you find what works for you. All right, put that one in. Now with the white one, you can put a gem right in the middle of your snowflake. Or what I am going to do, using my dotting tool, is pick up some silver. You can use silver sparkles, gems, you can use those hexagon glitters, whatever you like. But I like to put it right in the middle. And that kind of finishes the snowflake, gives it a little shimmer when a client sees it. Now I did move that dotting tool on an angle, so it ended up with a little sweepy. So I'm just going to correct that. There we go. And it's missing a little bit on the outside, so I'm just going to do a couple little dots. Make it look like little snow. See? Pretty, pretty. There. Give it a cure. Now let's see what this one looks like. Pretty. Now for this one, I'm going to mix a little bit of white in with the silver. This will give it like a shimmery white. And now that one, I'm going to do these little dots. Pick that up, put it in the middle. Tiny, tiny one. There we go. And into the light it goes. And now you're going to put your top coat. This one is the Magic Top Coat by LCN. Has no dispersion film, so I don't need to wipe it after. And it is a high top shine. I do find when I use glitters, it is nice to have a high shine top coat because it just brings out the shimmer that much more. And same with the other one. When someone has shorter nails, It's usually when you'll find the corner snowflakes come in handy because you don't have as much surface to do a full snowflake unless you do a really tiny one. Alright, while that's curing, we wipe up our little surface here. Alcohol on the cotton swab, clean that up. Let's give our brushes a little treatment in some clear gel while we're waiting. Go. There's one. There's two. And my third one that I used today. There we go. Multitasking is how you save time when you're with a client. So if you do have that little bit of extra time in between those hands being ready to come out of the light, use that time. Use that time to clean up. Use that time to clean your brushes for the next step. All right, let's see the final result. Snowflake one, snowflake with the silver. So these are very easy, quick snowflakes to do if you have a client that last minute decides they want some nail art and you didn't book for that extra time for nail art. Nice winter design here. Let me know in the comments what you think. Maybe different color choices, and definitely please share your pictures in the comments if you've done this design or came up with different types of snowflakes. I would love to see them. It's all about all of us getting better together and improving and getting some inspiration from one another and keep this industry successful. Thank you for watching, guys, and I will see you again soon. Take care.